Let's face it, short-form content isn't just a passing trend anymore. It has truly become the established baseline for audience discovery in today's digital landscape. If you are serious about driving traffic to your longer-form videos, repurposing highlights into easily consumable vertical clips is unquestionably the most straightforward path forward. However, the major hurdle that trips up almost every creator is the sheer manual labor involved in executing this process effectively. Sifting through a full 30 to 60 minutes of raw footage just to pinpoint that single, golden 20-second moment is honestly a task most of us would prefer to skip entirely. This is precisely where utilizing advanced tools that leverage artificial intelligence to automate the most tedious heavy lifting becomes an absolute necessity for scaling. And I need to be very clear, not all of these powerful AI solutions are engineered or built to deliver the same level of sophisticated performance. Today, I want to guide you through transforming your extensive video assets into perfectly snackable vertical clips without breaking a sweat, and explain why one particular platform might just make the entire process feel like you are cheating in the best possible way. To begin, let's establish the foundational mechanics of how these intelligent clipping tools typically operate so you can build a solid mental map for the process. The initial step universally involves uploading your lengthy source video file, or frequently simply pasting a direct link from platforms like YouTube or a live Twitch stream. Once the media is successfully ingested into the system, you generally gain the option to either allow the tool to automatically detect all the potential highlight moments on its own, or manually set the specific content type you are seeking. For example, you might instruct the AI to specifically look for clips categorized as product reviews, detailed tutorials, or engaging interview soundbites. Next, you must confidently pick your desired output clip length, with 30 to 59 seconds often proving to be that absolute sweet spot for maximizing retention on platforms like YouTube Shorts. After confirming those parameters, you press the dedicated button to initiate the Get Clips command, and then patiently wait a few short minutes while the sophisticated algorithm thoroughly processes everything. When the computation finally concludes, the system delivers a wealth of ready-to-publish vertical clips, complete with suggested captions and even draft titles for immediate social deployment. From this point, you have the critical flexibility to either make minor polishes within the platform's integrated editor or immediately export everything for final meticulous fine-tuning in your preferred non-linear editor. That entire streamlined flow sounds incredibly appealing when you read it on paper, and to be fair, many existing tools successfully execute those exact introductory steps. For instance, a popular tool like Opus Clip follows this precise sequence, and I must admit, it is genuinely quite capable at intelligently identifying key highlight moments within the footage. However, I want to offer complete transparency regarding the common pitfalls that frequently cause significant frustration for dedicated content creators. The primary issue is that while many platforms excel at spotting high-energy audio spikes or simply detecting active speech, they frequently overlook the crucial surrounding context. This means the AI might miss the precise setup that makes the punchline land perfectly, or skip the essential build-up required for the clip's central meaning to resonate. Furthermore, some competitors impose premium pricing tiers that unlock essential features like better export quality or integrated publishing schedules, which can strain smaller budgets. Other services might offer decent auto-clipping capabilities, but then burden the user with an in-app editor that feels undeniably clunky and essentially toy-like for serious adjustments. It becomes frustrating when you need to meticulously adjust caption timing or inject those truly smooth professional in-and-out transitions that elevate production value. This is precisely the juncture where the platform we are discussing, Vizard, begins to demonstrably distinguish itself from the crowded field of competitors. It's not wildly divergent in its core concept, but rather in how intelligently it stitches together all those practical necessities into a workflow that genuinely aligns with how modern creators actually operate day to day. With Vizard, you initiate the process exactly as before, either uploading a local file or supplying a direct external link. And yes, you can comfortably leave everything set to auto if you truly prefer maximum machine delegation. However, for the discerning creator who knows their audience, you retain the power to specifically tell the AI the exact clip type you are targeting, whether it's purely product-focused or centered on educational takeaways. Crucially, the artificial intelligence demonstrates a commendable cleverness regarding context, meaning it strives to find moments that can effectively function as complete, self-contained short videos. This capability is profoundly significant because a substantial portion of the modern audience consumes content without sound or only views a single isolated snippet, demanding intrinsic effectiveness. Another tangible, real-world advantage lies in Vizard's specialized auto-editing viral clips feature, which actively leans into known indicators of social media virality. The system intelligently scans for moments containing clear emotional beats, successful punchlines, or distinct quotable takeaways, those subtle triggers that successfully compel a user to halt their endless scroll. The result is that instead of receiving 50 clips that are nearly 80% derivative copies of the exact same scene, you receive a statistically higher percentage of clips that feel genuinely native to social platforms. But here is the crucial feature that truly shifts the dynamic for me: the often overlooked power of automated content scheduling. I absolutely despise the tedious requirement of manually uploading every single short video across multiple channels right after they are created, which is a monumental time sink. While some tools allow basic file export, you are then left to conduct the monotonous grind of uploading those files individually across TikTok, Instagram, and YouTube yourself. Other services provide rudimentary scheduling, but it often ends up being cumbersome to use or severely restricted in terms of the number of destinations you can connect to. Vizard's integrated auto-schedule feature completely eradicates that significant friction point by allowing you to set it and essentially forget about the daily publishing tasks. You simply define your desired posting cadence, perhaps daily at noon, and the system intelligently queues and publishes the content automatically according to your exact specifications. This single, small layer of automation saves an astonishing number of hours weekly, while simultaneously ensuring your channels maintain the crucial consistency that is paramount for measurable audience growth. And because effective content management is not solely about the act of posting, Vizard enhances this with a comprehensive content calendar view. This calendar allows you to see everything at a high level: what is currently lined up for posting, what has already gone live, and what specific items still require your final editorial review. You maintain the crucial ability to easily reshuffle the entire order of posts, make necessary caption revisions, or temporarily pause an entire campaign if an urgent priority suddenly arises. It offers the kind of centralized, holistic workflow that finally makes the reality of scaling your content production feel manageable rather than utterly chaotic. To be perfectly clear for our professional users, the option to export directly to powerful editors like Premiere Pro or DaVinci Resolve is absolutely still fully supported within the system. If your creative passion lies in the minute details of color grading or intricate micro-editing, Vizard thoughtfully allows you to export XMLs and native project files for seamless handoff. Many competing services unfortunately lock you exclusively into their proprietary editing environment, but Vizard wisely preserves that essential flexibility for high-end finishing. One important note for the Final Cut Pro community is that some rivals still struggle to offer native FCP export, a known annoyance that Vizard tends to address quickly due to their regular update schedule. Beyond external editing, the built-in editing suite inside Vizard proves surprisingly robust for those necessary, rapid on-the-fly polish adjustments. Most days, you will honestly find that you do not even need to take that extra step into a separate professional editor for the majority of your short-form output. Simple tasks like refining the exact moment a subtitle appears, swapping out subtitle styling, or cropping precisely for a different aspect ratio are all handled natively within the app. And because the clips arrive preloaded with high-quality machine-generated captions and title suggestions, you never face that paralyzing moment staring at a completely blank slate. Now, regarding direct competitive analysis, I want to be clear that tools like Opus Clip are indeed excellent performers when it comes to handling the fundamental aspects of the job. If your content creation workflow remains exceptionally simple and straightforward, those established competitors will certainly get you to the desired outcome efficiently enough. However, the cracks in their systems begin to show noticeably when you attempt to manage multiple distinct channels or require intelligent, context-aware suggestions rather than just arbitrarily loud moments. Some platforms will simply flood your library with an overwhelming volume of clips and then implicitly expect you to take on the exhausting role of the quality sieve yourself. Vizard, conversely, seems to employ a slightly more discerning filtering process and integrates a much smarter approach to identifying content that actually thrives in the current social media ecosystem. The topic of pricing absolutely warrants a serious discussion, as some services unfortunately obscure crucial functionality behind prohibitively steep paywalls. Others adopt a model that charges per individual export, which becomes financially unsustainable very quickly if you are consistently producing dozens of clips every single week for your channels. Vizard's pricing structure, in contrast, is thoughtfully built around the reality of a creator's typical operation, delivering significant value through scheduling and calendar tools alongside premium clips. You gain these essential management features without the constant pressure to immediately upgrade your tier just to maintain a consistent weekly publishing rhythm. If the monthly expenditure is genuinely your single biggest determining factor, I strongly advise you to perform a side-by-side comparison based on the specific features you will actually use every time. The most profound benefit, speaking from personal experience, is largely psychological because once clipping and scheduling cease to be a bothersome chore, you naturally find yourself executing them more often. I personally used to hoard entire long-form videos simply because the mental commitment required to chop them up felt incredibly tedious and unrewarding. When I transitioned to this automated workflow that generates ready-to-post content and neatly aligns it on a calendar, my publishing frequency immediately and dramatically increased. It is this very consistency in output, not the elusive hope of one single viral hit, that effectively drives long-term channel discovery and builds crucial forward momentum. Here is a key practical piece of advice. You should meticulously set the target clip length to precisely match the specifications of the platform you intend to target first. For instance, for YouTube Shorts, I strictly maintain that 30 to 59 second window, long enough to convey a complete microstory but brief enough to retain high viewer attention. When posting to TikTok, a snappier 15 to 30 second window is often superior, especially if the highlight itself is inherently more concise and energetic. If you are specifically clipping a product review segment, ensure you direct the AI to concentrate its focus intensely on the actual demonstration or the satisfying conclusion, bypassing slow introductory remarks. These small, thoughtful direction signals that you input into the system make a surprisingly enormous difference in the overall quality of the clips that the AI ultimately generates for you. Another valuable piece of advice is to never hesitate to perform a few minimal, yet crucial, manual edits once the initial auto-clipping process has successfully completed its work. What I generally recommend is a quick adjustment to the opening frame so that the most compelling hook is instantly visible the very second the viewer hits play. This might mean setting a custom title card or choosing a dynamic in-motion gesture, ensuring immediate audience captivation without fail. Most of these quick quality-of-life adjustments can typically be completed in under 2 minutes per clip, and they collectively elevate the entire final product significantly. To bring this entire discussion to a concise conclusion, remember that short-form content acts as your essential amplifier for generating interest in your deeper, long-form projects. Leveraging artificial intelligence to manage the high-volume creation of these required short clips is unquestionably the most pragmatic and scalable approach available to modern creators. While established tools like Opus Clip are certainly very good at the foundational clipping tasks, Vizard truly earns its place when you demand smarter, context-aware selection and seamless integrated scheduling. It is not a tool that claims perfection, because no software solution ever truly achieves that, but it masterfully reduces friction in the areas that cost creators the most time and mental energy. By streamlining these processes, Vizard fundamentally empowers you to publish content much more frequently, which is ultimately the single most important metric for channel success. So, the final, simplified call to action is to upload that long video. Allow the AI to skillfully pinpoint the best moments, confirm your desired output length, and then let the scheduling system handle the rest of the distribution. You can then reinvest all that reclaimed time back into developing more of your valuable long-form content, or simply allocate it toward genuinely enjoying your personal life. Regardless of your choice, you are guaranteed to get significantly more high-quality short clips circulating across the internet. And trust me, your entire channel ecosystem will certainly thank you for the increased visibility.